Deep beneath the barren surface of the Badlands, untouched by Deathwing shattering, lies some of Azeroth's most valuable treasures. Like this shovel, or this torch, or even this cool hat. What's up everyone and welcome back. Today we're heading deep underground to take on Uldaman. Hey, this is post-video editing Looty. For some reason I called it Uldaman throughout the video. It's Uldaman. Maybe I just got Uldam and all of them mixed up. I don't know why. So please bear with that. For years this dungeon has had a reputation as a gold mine for transmog collectors, packed with unique weapons and armor appearances that can fetch some insane prices on the auction house. I've decided to put that to the test and ran Uldaman 100 times to see if the dungeon is still worth the hype. Uldaman has always stood out for its enormous loot table, but also that some of the rares inside drop so infrequently that collectors are willing to pay over the gold cap of 10 million gold to collect these items. Before we hop into the dungeon, quickly head over here and check if Digmaster Shovelflange has spawned in. Also make sure to kill some of the mobs along the way as they share the same drops as the dungeon itself. I actually got a shoveler off of the mob that spawns right here, which is if you're using the Moonglade teleport. It sets you right here so you can quickly swipe and then run into the dungeon. Heading in, the route that I chose doesn't really matter, but you do want to kill all the trogs before you get to the first boss because they can reset. Whenever you do run this dungeon, I recommend skipping this boss entirely where you set the staff into the pedestal, it opens up. The RP just takes way too much time to make it worth it for one loot table. But you can come along here, and if you have skinning, always make sure to skin these scorpids. We can come along here after the second scorpid pit, and once we get to this third group, we kill all of them. You actually have an enchanting trainer inside the dungeon. And here's where lockpicking is important, because there's always a chest that spawns right here. I'm not too worried about looting since I'm recording the video, but that one is usually locked. Same story, there's another chest that frequently spawns here in the next room over with all the earthen. You'll have to kill all the earthen to actually get it. And this one is usually locked as well, but not always. Once you get to this room, you obviously have to click the podium and wait. These guys will come along and get angry in just a second. And once you kill all of them, the back way will open. And it's straight forward to the last boss. Now, once the last boss is summoned, you can just immediately kill him, but all of these statues in the final room, he can actually summon, revive them, and they have a full loot table. I haven't done any testing to see if they have any higher drop rates, but once you kill him, do not pour it out immediately. Run back here and grab this chest, as it has the possibility to contain some pretty valuable loot. When you run this dungeon, I recommend you bring some form of lockpicking, and then skinning, mining, or enchanting are also good options once you have lockpicking covered. So now that we have that all covered, let's get into the actual loot that I got. I did include a couple of not very worthwhile blues just so that way you could see that I got them. Those would be the plans for the Mithril Shield Spike which are only going for like 200 gold, and the blazing emblem, which I think that has some fake value on it, but that is something that dropped here. And then I got the Excavators brand, which is a torch. Woo. I also got the energy cloak, which isn't specific to Uldaman, but still you can see that it has some good value on it, even though it has a pretty slow sale rate. I got the earthen rod, which is a stick. I got the obsidian cleaver, which is just an awesome looking axe. I got 4 of the Spirewind fetters. I don't know why I kept getting those, but these actually do sell pretty good. I've sold a few in the past. I got the shoveler, once inside and once right at the entrance, and it's just a shovel. The stone vault bone breaker, which is a femur, but actually has some pretty good value. And then the real big drop of the whole thing was from the very last chest behind the last boss, and that was the pattern of the rich purple silk shirt. Now, normally classic tailoring patterns aren't worth a whole lot, but this one was already really rare and was made to be part of an achievement for the tailoring profession. So people are always going to need this if they want to get that achievement, and the market value reflects that. So, would I recommend farming Uldaman? For a fresh transmog hunter, no. A lot of people are going to see insane items like the jackhammer, which is gone for over gold cap on the Transmog Discord, and they're going to set their expectations high and just walk away disappointed, because most people are not ever going to get the jackhammer or the Digmaster 5000 or any of the truly insane items from Uldaman. But for someone that's already set up with thousands of items on the auction house, it can be a fun way to gamble your time and to get some insane value. And that's why I like running it. Not because I think that I am going to get one of those items, but just because it's possible and it's fun for me to run the dungeon whether I get items or not. That's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more World of Warcraft farming guides, transmog challenges, and loot breakdowns. Let me know down in the comments what's the rarest item you've ever found in Uldaman. I'm always curious to hear what kind of luck you guys had. Thanks for watching, good luck, and see you in the next one.